What's up, Reefers? Welcome to Alex Pour Corals. This is Alex Wilson. I'm your host, and this is the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it's more of chicken manure reefing. That's right, chicken manure reefing. You heard it right. Here we go. Got some more. Alright, so here's another update on the system, and I've added more chicken manure, dehydrated chicken manure to the reef aquarium here, and so far so good. No side effects so far. I'm only been, well, it's been 4 days now, so in about a couple more days here I'll be testing the water, so test the nitrates, test the phosphates. Right, I've been at 6 parts per million nitrate and about 0.06 parts per million on the phosphate, so we'll see what that does. And anyway, here's look at the system, and this time around I added some of the manure down here to my sump, and you can't really see it right here, but yeah, I added it just straight to the sump area right in here. One corner right there, and can't really see it, but it's a little dark right in there, and most of it's dissolved though, especially from the top looking at it. And yeah, that's it. Some in that corner, some in the other corner there, and the yellow tang is hanging out in here, getting a bunch of cow white hard micro duster worms in there. That's the white on the glass right there in the back, and a whole bunch of tunicates in there. So there's little white hard feather dusters. So that's that, and protein skimmer. This is the Reef Octopus external 110, right? It's going pretty good right now, and it has the whole. Even though the system has a float, right, that automatically keeps the sump, well, the area that it's in, the whole sump actually, whole sump is stable, so it has a float on there, so that the water in, the water in this chamber right here, it's all stable. Well, the whole sump is stable when I'm using the float valve. So when using the float valve, it's stable. As long as I don't add extra water, then the whole thing will go up, right? But if I'm just using the automatic top off, everything's stable in there. But just in addition, I got the external 110 as just in case I decide that I need to have the sump level move around. Like if I were to go on vacation or what have you, then I could put a bunch of water in the sump and it'll last more days of top off. And if in doing that, that's why I got this, what's called the recirculating skimmer, which is external recirculating skimmer, and that uses 2 pumps, right? And so the whole point of, well, it's an external skimmer, but I have it mounted internally. Wow, as you can see. So it's right there in the sump. The only trick is that with these skimmers right here, it's external. It is a little on the bulky side, even if you're like trying to get it properly fitted inside the sump, because it's easy to underestimate the plumbing around it. And like, see, it has the one pump on there, the darker pump to the right. That one runs the air in the skimmer. And so that one's just an AC pump, and it has it sticks out, and it's kind of, and the plumbing all around it's kind of big. And so anyway, the left one though, that's running the water through it, and that one is just that one's a DC pump, so I can adjust that one. But still, I had to do the plumbing on that one. It has to find a place to sit in there and everything. Anyway, so that's that, and I have it just connected over here to a 1 gallon, just to drain to my 1 gallon jug. And of course, it's it'll fill up that's probably about a week worth right there or so. So it'll start to fill up after a month or so. Oh, and I also put like a little, just a piece of filter media right there just to hold the smell down a little bit so I don't smell it as much there. But other than that, that's, go check out everybody here. You know, so there's that Goniopora there. It's not looking good, but the Xenia here though did connect to the rock on one whole piece, and then on the other frag piece, it's connected to just the frag plug. So it's connected to the rock where they're one piece. And Elegance coral is looking a little sensitive. You might need a little bit more feeding. Yeah, a little bit irritated perhaps. And yellow tank's doing fine though, and everything else so far looks okay. The Goniopora there is chronically closed, especially the other ones that I have in the quarantine aquarium. They've been closed too, and so I've kind of I have a feeling that's in large part caused by just overfeeding the reef warts and the benepets. It seems like it definitely irritates them at some point, and it, you know, you could just, you know, they'll close up and then not open up as much, you know, and then even not open up at all. And so that's probably what happened to my my toadstools, the two toadstool leathers that I lost in the quarantine system. So I think that was probably it. And here we go, got this my Samo coral and the Posse Lopora corals right here, and still closed up. But anyway, here's a shot of there's that side. So anyway, let's check out the quarantine aquarium. See how it's doing. Yep, it's looking good with no ill effects yet, as far as I know, from the chicken manure. Chicken manure, it seems to be okay. I've had the chicken manure, the manure land on all of the corals and everything, the bubbles and the mushrooms and hammers and even the clams, and they brush it right off. Even the clams, I had one taking a big old piece by accident, fell down in his mouth, and it was a small crocea right here to the right, and you just shot it right out like nothing. So wasn't even bothered. It was just like a piece of debris for it. And Mickey Popus was close enough. And so these clams right here driving me nuts as far as bumper clams. They just will not stay put. So they're supposed to latch onto the clam piece that I put on there. The clam, well, they're just frag rocks, right? But I'm gonna have to super glue them on there until they actually put down the threads, because anyway, that's one of the things I'm gonna try to do, because they'll be a little bit easier to manage, because they just bump around everywhere constantly, straight up against the glass, and then I can't clean the glass right. But anyway, here's the hammer. That one used to be a little bit bigger than what it is. So, and like I said, here's the Gonioporas that seem to be burned back from excess feeding. The red one there is chronically closed, and you know, especially the Gonioporas, they can be sensitive, you know, and especially these smaller the frags, you know, the more sensitive they are. So that one there is closed up, the red one there. That green one there is opened up better again, so I'm glad to see that. The same as with the other one over here. See, that big one there is coming back. It's opened up nicely, so keep an eye on that one. And then I have this one, it's like the green and purple, and it's doing good. And then the one around here, see this other green one there starting to open up back too. But I'm thinking that, and the Cinerina right here, you know, so, and the toadstools, I think I burned them up from overfeeding. So, but the mushrooms, I've loved everything so far. certainly have. Let's see. There we go. Switch over to the. I was going on the blue light, the tinic blue. Well, the blue spectrum. Here we go. So the mushrooms, they're looking okay. Acantophilia and Heliofungium looking pretty crazy. So yeah, that's it, guys. Just a quick update on that, and look forward to the next episode to see what's going on with this manure reefing. Alright guys, happy reefing. Bye.